come from?
Because I realised what I was doing in the gym wasn't working, and I'm not a rep counter, I get bored. And I was like, how do I like to train? Oh, okay. It just dawned on me, why do I not just do how I teach, but in the gym, lifting heavy stuff? And the rest is history. So I literally, whatever I'm doing, whether it be deadlifts, whether it be pull-ups, whether it's press-ups, whether it's leg curls, 50 seconds. And that way, your brain doesn't... Can you imagine, if you've got, say you're going to do 10 reps, your brain, when you get to 8, thinks, oh, I've only got 2 more. Whereas if you've got 50 seconds, you might get to 20 reps because you just keep going until...
You keep going.
Okay.
You keep going. No, but it makes sense though, and I like that.
This feels... You know when you try equipment at a new gym?
It sounds heavy.
Feels heavy.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm not doing 50 seconds with you, I can tell you that much.
Okay, we'll do... What we doing?
Well, girl... I don't know, because you're making me... I'm feeling kind of lazy, but I'm feeling like I'm coming across lazy, but I'm not. We just train very differently.
Cool. So what would you do if you were doing this?
So, because so my thing would be, my first set, I normally do a warm-up set.
Okay.
And, yeah, see, I would never put it back up there.
No, I'm putting it back for
you.
me.
Yeah, I wouldn't even start with it up there.
Okay.
But I wouldn't, my thing would be, okay, so I've always trained with trainers who are bodybuilders.
Okay.
So effectively, yes, we want to lift heavy. However, if the body part that you're working is your good part, you don't need to do too much.
Okay.
Which sounds crazy. Not that you don't need to, but obviously, for example, a girl that does wellness, you might come across loads of people that do wellness and they don't really do much upper body because that's not what they're working on.
Yeah.
So ideally for me, I would do a warm-up set, and then I would normally aim for, my first set would be between 15 and 20. If I'm looking to progress at that time, I may even do less because I want to save myself and make sure my form and everything is great for when I get to the heavier space.
Okay, cool.
So I wouldn't necessarily do 50 seconds put on or 20 reps every single time.
Okay.
My whole thing is I do want to get to the heavier space, heavier weight, but maintaining my form. So as time goes on, eventually the idea is that the same numbers that I start with, I can finish with.
Right, okay.
That's the idea. But yeah, let's just see.
And as someone, both of us, sorry, as coaches, do you not think teaching people how to do deadlift is the hardest thing in the world?
It really it's sometimes I'm a visual learner, and I always think I demonstrate so much. What is it that I just done that you cannot see?
I can't get it.
Of all the pointers, but having said that, I do find the human body is a weird thing. If you're not used to moving in a particular way, it almost feels foreign. So to us, that whole thing of coming up and it's normal. You say to someone, keep the bar close to your body. Don't bring the shoulders up. Keep the arms long. And then by the time they're there, they're like this. Or they're...
And they're squatting.
I'm like, babes, I didn't show you that. I've showed you 100 times, but I didn't show you that. But it is the hardest thing.
And deadlifts are underrated.
Always.
Because it works the whole posterior chain. Everyone's on this big booty, everything, but you can just go and do some heavy ass deadlifts. Sorry, go on. It's going to work your core. You're going to have a sexy back, and I mean as in your actual back, not your bum. It works everything.
But also interesting, the idea of just growing your glutes and not thinking that if you work your shoulders, if you work on your back, even if you work on your hamstrings, you don't need to add mass to your ass.
Please, everyone needs to be re-educated. And there's nothing worse when you can tell someone has maybe had some kind of enhancement, but the rest of the body doesn't fit. The legs don't match.
Nothing matches.
And they've not worked on the ladies, please work on the upper.
Nothing matches.
The thing is, if you work on your upper body, you're going to taper the waist, which naturally is then going to accentuate your bottom half anyway. So, here we go. Do you do that one? Or
Never.
Do you do...
Okay, so I used to when I first started.
Okay. That's it. I know.
And then somebody said to me, what are you doing? I was like, huh? I was like, nope, change it. But since I've started doing that, it's been years since I've done it. I've never gone back.
Are you a grunter in the gym?
No, I noticed that you are. I'm not.
I'm really trying
Yeah,
hard.
No, I'm not.
I feel like it gives me extra
No,
strength.
I don't know.
I want to...
Yeah, I know you are. I'm not. I'm really, really not. Shall we go? Oh no, let's just keep it here. I was gonna say,
What are you gonna say?
Shall we go up? But should we just keep it here? Let's keep it here.
Okay.
Let's keep it here. Let's just do a couple sets and then move on. No, I'm not a grunter. And I don't tend to make many faces, which people always think, you don't look like your workouts are doing anything. Babes, it's in the head.
I can't believe
it's in my head.
that you listen to R&B when you're training. How? Who does that?
Girl.
It's like, how?
R&B.
How are you listening to R&B and lifting weights?
Listen to me, girl. You listen to techno?
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't connect to me.
So scientifically, the faster the music that you listen to, it raises your heart rate. So then it's getting you pumped. R&B, bruv.
All the time. All the time. I'll be jamming to Jagged Edge, Keisha Cole, Jodeci, all the time. I can be very either or. Like, I can be listening to R&B, obviously Bashment. You know I'm the Bashment queen.
True, yes.
Or like some real hitter, shoot 'em up.
Oh yeah. I need to
like,
listen to some gigs when I'm
not even
when
yet,
I'm ready. Like
Don't
get me. I'm reciting lyrics. He's just released Hard Body again, streamed. I'm in the gym like.
Let me tell you
Don't
something.
talk to me funny.
Listen. When I used to live in Peckham, right, and there's a Peckham Post at the leisure centre, and when I started going there, SN1. Don't play. The whole high street, everybody had the T-shirts.
I went to the shop.
Yeah, the shop. Everybody had everything. And
Gigs
people
from
day one. She's so funny. But that album, when I first started going to the gym, I used to listen to a lot. That and for some reason, The Game. Really? I think The Game came out when it was with G Unit. I used to listen to that album for whatever reason. But yeah, I can go from real either or when it comes to music. But R&B in the gym, that's my shit. I'll be dancing. If my man pissed me off, yo, no, I'm only joking.
You're a gangster with no gloves, I'm going to give you that.
Girl.
And I feel like they're my comfort.
I'm a Virgo, babes.
True, yeah. Anyway.
So, you know we're on the list of serial killers, the most serial killers. But no, I don't have a routine. I feel like sometimes when I do too much before I lift, the lift goes wrong. So I don't have a routine at all. A slight prep talk, but not a routine. Yes.
Those hammies are feeling warm now.
So this will be our last one,
Last
right?
set. Nice form, babe. Strong.
I was going to say the same about you, honey.
Nice. We could add some burpees to that.
No, I washed my hair yesterday. She's trying to sweat me out. Hell no.
But talking about that though, no, do you know what? I was going to say, this isn't talked about enough. Being a female gym goer and hair.
It's a mess.
It's
the ghetto.
It's like, please, someone help us.
There's no help. You have to choose. You choose between your body and your hair. That's it. I don't care what anyone says. You choose. You absolutely end up choosing.
Because it's either ponytail, wig that's going to stink. That's it.
That's it. I just decided you can't be the girl every day.
You can't.
You can't be the girl every day. My hair's going to be messy. It's not going to be perfect. And I don't care. my health, my body, and that comes
True,
first.
very true. I can't wait to get up there.
Good luck.
No, I see bands.
Okay. Let me get some.